Who's the best movie reviewer through and through? That's Movie Mania on YouTube. That's who. Why don't you stay a while and have your life reviewed?
Hello, everybody. It is Matt, and it is Scary Saturday, and I am back at you with yet another review. Before I roll on to any of that, I want to wish each and every one of you a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk, all that lovely stuff, because life really is too short as is. Do me a really huge favor and like, share, and subscribe. I love seeing your beautiful faces when you are here. I know I have an awful lot to review, or I know I'm here an awful lot, but I have an awful lot on my plate to review. And one last little tidbit of information. Check out the description box. I give you a bigger bite of every single movie of every single day, such as your brief synopsis, your starring cast, director, runtime of the cut I am watching, along with a link for a trailer and a link for where you can purchase this bad boy. So I gave you all that. So definitely go out of your way and get a hold of Phil Herman and get you a copy of this. This one is great. You can also get parts 1 and 2 from him as well. I highly recommend getting the entire trilogy. It's well worth your money. It's reasonably priced on top of it. He doesn't charge ridiculous gouging prices, which is really amazing from a filmmaker, because a lot of them, they'll gouge the hell out of you. But anyways, let's roll on to the... Now we got all that out of the way, let's roll on to the film of the day. And today's is a 2025 release. It is none other than Jacker 3, Road to Hell. And it is starring none other than our good friend Phil Herman as Jacker, as in from the other two. And then we got Gloria in here, played by Deborah D as well. We got Christopher Kahler in here. We got Kevin Duffy and Butch Patrick, Tiffany Helm, and Deborah Dutch. So we got a number of names in here, along with more to go along with that. There's a wonderful memory for both Madeline Deering and Michael Mahal on here, which was really pleasant to see, because they both were cornerstones to the independent movie scene. So it was nice seeing them do that little memorial for them. But now, what exactly is Jacker 3 about? Well, it starts off with some origins of how he became what he is, through the fact that his father was a horrible person that went around and killed people, played by Joseph DiPartolo. DiPartolo. God, I'm tripping over names today. But he plays Jacker's dad, and it starts off with him killing Jacker's mom, Phil Herman's mom. And then he gives him this little speech about what blah 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 he does, and what he's there to do, and what he wants Jacker to become when he grows up. And so he fills his... well, first off, Joseph gets himself shot and killed by the police. Fast forward it many years later. The original Jacker series went on during the 90s, if I remember correctly. But because this is 30 years later, past part 2, they thought Jacker was gone. He has come back from out of oblivion. Essentially, you see him as his first appearance in the movie. He's this long-haired wild man that decides he's going to I don't know, come out, not really retirement, but come back from his slumber and start doing his chaos again. Very cool. There's gunshots, there's blood, there's boobs, there's everything you can think of. Especially if you're a lovely horror viewer like myself, you will be pleasantly surprised and pleased with everything you got in here. I'm not gonna lie, I did get a huge kick out of Butch Patrick, excuse me, not Bruce. Butch Patrick's role in here. He plays himself. He has just left a convention, and Jacker decides he's going to jack him. It's quite a funny scene. But there's all kinds of ups and downs. You find out Debbie D is still very much in love with Jacker. She has no qualms about showing her evil side to the film. It's really good on that aspect. Not just that aspect. It's just a good film all the way around. I do highly recommend this one if you get the opportunity to do so. I don't think it's going to be streaming on any sites anytime soon. But if it does, I'm sure it'll probably be somewhere like Prime. Because I don't see this one going to Tubi. Tubi just, they're not the best with their filmmakers. Sure, they have a massive catalog, but a lot of their stuff is they're getting for pennies on the dollar. It seems like they're getting the better end of the stick. In other words. Now on to the three things that I love my movies to meet. First and foremost is the audio. The audio is definitely better work than mine. It's very crisp, cool, and clean. You never have a moment where you're like, what the hell did they say? Or the lips not matching up like with my videos. But anyways, it's very, very good, done very well. I think that all the people attached to this filmmaking wise did a great job with their sections that they made for the film. I think they did a wonderful job. So I'm going to give it an A plus on the audio. Second and foremost is the dialogue. The dialogue is fun here. It's got a lot of catchy stuff that's being said. A lot of great one-liners, not like comedic wise, but one-liners that add to the story in many ways. It's great, and so I'm gonna give it an A on that end. And then third and final is the editing. The editing is done very smoothly. It doesn't feel like it's got like these really hard cuts where it's like, okay, why did you cut it there and not cut it here, and leave you in a lurch wondering what happened more on that scene. It doesn't do that. It's very smooth transitions. I really liked the pacing of it. It doesn't leave you bored or wondering, like, in a negative aspect, like, why is this film being made? Why is James Panetta going in this direction as far as the director goes? You never have that moments while you're watching this one. So it does a really good job on that aspect. So I'm going to give it another A plus. So we got 2 A pluses and an A. On to the final score of 1 through 5. I'm going to give this a 4.5 out of 5. It is one of my favorites to come out of the Phil Herman camp in a while. I like Doomsday Stories. The way that one's put together is absolutely fun. His Christmas anthology was amazing as well. I Slay on Christmas, I believe, is what it was called. Which I was an executive producer of. But anyways, he's a very accomplished filmmaker, and I think he does a fantastic job with everything that comes across his way. I can't wait to see more from Phil. He's a busy boy. He's constantly working and getting the Phil Herman name out there, and I love it. And I think that he is finally on a whirlwind of a section in his career where he is just constantly busy. And I love that he's keeping these other actors and actresses busy in the process because they're fun people to see. They're like looking at family members and people you love, because you can tell that they put a lot into their filmmaking. It is more than just a hodgepodge of scenes put together. It's actually a thrill ride that really knows what notes to hit and when not to hit them. Alright guys, I'm going to get the hell out of here. I hope all of you have a fantastic rest of your weekend. I'll see you next week. Once, maybe for sure. Hopefully twice. We'll see how things turn out. But anyways, love your faces, and as always, peace.